In John Wheeler's universe, your consciousness interacts with perhaps another form of consciousness, and everything is now and present. So, whatever you're wanting to express, this other form of consciousness is supposed to read it and take it and outpicture it for you. Now, what we've got is a lot of other things that people are running on that are just damn incorrect. This idea that there's a higher self somewhere that's got all these other secret agreements that you have got to follow. This, I just read it and I was just horrified and disgusted by it. I don't want to be run around by some hidden higher self. It's not me. And I don't want anything to do with somebody who calls themselves higher self of me, that's hiding somewhere in the shadows and running secret programs and secret things that keep me from expressing directly to what Wheeler calls the part of consciousness that's supposed to be expressing what I'm putting out. So I feel it's a frequency fence, and this has been talked about before. Some people say it's perhaps Draco reptilians that are running these frequency fences, and they're putting up all these other ideas that there's some other way to explain what's going on, and it's interfering with what I want. And what I want is not these hidden beings running around. And I see it all the time. There's stuff that's holographic inserts that Dolores Cannon talks about. I see these kind of things. And there's no explanation coming forward about who's running it, where it's running from. All I know is what I want is not outpicturing in my world. And why is it? It's because there's some other being, I think it's the Gnostic DemiUrge, that is calling itself a higher self, and it is interfering with what should be happening for people. So how do we get at the Gnostic DemiUrge? Well, we go on a quest, but we know it's like when you're wanting words to come to ask a question and you can't get the words. You speak the word, you speak a sentence and it doesn't come out right, and then you try again and you get the same wrong words. It's like aphasia or something. It's like brain damage, but it's nothing to do with that. It's the fact that you're being interfered with. There is something standing in the way, an obstruction between you and what you are trying to express. And so what do I call it? I call it evil and toxic, and it needs to be removed. So be on the lookout for times when you feel like what you really want is not happening, and you've got an obstructionist there. You could call it toxic, call it the demiurge, call it archons. Archons are something that stands between you and what you really want, and they need to be removed. How is it going to happen? Well, once you know that they're there, I haven't figured out how to do it, but I know it's true because I just see it. I see it time and again, and you have to assign blame. People say there should be no blame. You have to assign blame because if it's not coming from you and your energies, it's coming from something else and something else's energies. So whatever that something else is that's trying to interfere with you, we have to figure out a way to remove them because they're just wrong. They don't belong here. It's like cancer in a body. It doesn't belong. It shouldn't be there, and it has to be removed.